We will come to the import of what the Commissioner of Police, was saying and the relationship you have with the police in just a moment. But I think it's very important that you realize that as an agency of state, of the state government, you also need to be seen as being impartial in carrying out your duties.
Certainly.
There are some areas of, places that can be described as highways that have had APC posters on them and have been left, untouched. They've been there in full glare of the public. Or you've not been taking down any posters since the police commissioner made his statement?
No. See, we've been removing posters. Lagos is a vast area. And it is very obvious in the way our people go to remove posters. Look, there's nothing to be partial about this. Whatever we do, is open to public scrutiny.
Lagos is a vast area, but we have only so many highways. There are only, you've counted quite a number of them. And if the rule is that you shouldn't paste posters indiscriminately on highways, so you counted, for instance, Alfred Rwani or Balaji Bank Anthony. One might also count the Ozumbam, but the way down Lekki axis, down that route, as a highway as well. But there have been posters underneath the bridge somewhere around that area, and it's been there for quite a while. In fact, our cameras still caught it. They're mostly APC posters.
Are you talking about right now, when the police have refused to give our officers to help us do our job?
That's why I asked that question. I mean, they've been there for a while.
No.
Have you been taking down posters since he gave that, or you haven't been?
Well, we are tempted to do so after that statement. And, our staff, were harassed.
Even by APC, even APC posters?
Yes. Yes. Why would we, be selective in the way we do our job? We'll be removing posters irrespective of, the political.
There's also, you say that you regulate agencies.
Yes.
You ensure, is there a policy to ensure that, no party is cheated, or that no party has employed underhand methods to corner most of, say the billboards, for instance, making it difficult for another party to be able to get the same billboards?
It's not in business to tell or to look at how businessmen and women sell their products and services to anybody. That's not our job. Our job stops when we give approval for you to go and erect a billboard. And this, the type of billboard that you erect. That's all. It doesn't. We don't have any control as to who you give your billboards to.
Let's look at your jurisdiction.
And you see, I'm sorry, Sulaiman, if I may say so. I think we have to be very careful, because what we've done is create awareness for what we're doing, and ensure that we give approvals for sites and locations to owners of billboards. Afterwards, they can do whatever they want. We cannot be accused. The inability of any political party to go and negotiate or secure space on billboards is completely out of our hands. So if some people feel that some people have access or they've taken space, it is completely out of our hands. That's not part of our job.
You haven't received any complaints along that line?
Not any formal complaint.
Okay, now let's talk about your relationship with the police. After the police commissioner spoke, some people said they expected that perhaps LASAA would have, tried a rapprochement if at all. They felt that, the police commissioner was out of line and, he did not understand the functions of LASAA.
Yes.
Did you try to approach the police commissioner to talk about what he had said? We
have a very, very good relationship with the police before now. Before this period, we had issues with police and military formations in terms of billboards sited in their areas. And they just felt that, okay, this is a federal government institution, so we don't have to comply with LASAA rules because it's federal government, this is federal government land. And we told them that under, the Constitution, it gives us power to control and regulate outdoor. Anyway, eventually, we organized a 2-day retreat where we invited all of them. And now we're cooperating. And So we've had good relationship with, you know, the security agencies who want to take part in the outdoor business. With the Commissioner of Police, we worked wonderfully well with him when we did the Lagos countdown. You can imagine, we had 200,000 people at Bar Beach. And you never heard of any incident, you know, there. So, you know, he's been extremely wonderful in that regard, and we have a very good relationship. But I was very shocked when this whole thing came up, because I had a meeting with him. The meeting lasted about 15 minutes. And 10 out of that 15 minutes, we were talking about, oh, you know, the countdown was so nice, you know. And I thanked him very much for the job, you know, his men did, you know, securing the place and everything. And the remaining 5 minutes, he talked about the fact that, you know, we should not go and remove posters anywhere in the state. And I said, how can a police officer say something like this? You know, that's encouraging people to break the law. And I said, if you tell me that, then you are telling me that I should not do my job. You have your job to do, I have my job to do. But we can't, you know, after we've spelled out the rules, say it's going to be free for all. And we left it there. And 5 minutes after that, I'm sure he had a prepared script. He went, you know, to do his press conference. And I was watching. And he stated that they will arrest our staff if they go and, you know, remove posters. And also accused LASAA of removing billboards. We have not removed a single. Why would you go and remove a billboard that we gave approval for? Why would we do something like that?